It's Maeve, dear.
Maeve.
How are you feeling? I mean, the doctors say that the surgery was a great success and that you're doing just splendid.
When?
When what, dear? You know, you have so many good friends. And they're all thinking about you. They're all hoping that you get well and that you're back with them soon.
Pat?
It's Patrick and John and Francis and Bob Reed. They all send their best.
Thank you for spring.
What? Oh, the flowers. Yes, they're lovely, aren't they? Oh, you're so welcome.
Where's daughter
Nancy.
Nancy is home.
Yes, she's home with Beryl, dear. And they're both fine and they're happy that you're through the worst of this.
Home.
Yes, and you'll be there before you know it with them.
You know what? I'm happy. Past.
Now, you're not to worry about a thing. You're just to concentrate on getting strong and well again. I'm going to go now, dear. I'll be back, but you rest now. You're in all of our prayers.
Nancy?
She's a wonderful girl, and she loves you very much, Dave. Now, rest now. Be well. Hello, dear.
Are you all right?
Yes, of course. I think I better get home for dinner.
How is he?
Oh, I don't know. I see that man lying there, and all I can think of is how he came to us a few weeks ago. He sat in my kitchen, asked me to talk to Patrick, make him listen. He asked us for help, and now...
It's not your fault. You tried. You talked to Pat.
Yes, but he wouldn't listen.
How could Patty be so irresponsible?
Well, how could he know? I mean, that man, Dave, he thinks only of Nancy. He wants to know if she's at home. She and Patrick are together.
And now here they are planning on living together again.
I couldn't tell him the truth. I lied. I said everything was going to be all right.
It will be.
Not if Pat and Nance can't give each other up.
Well, maybe you could try talking to Pat again. Tell him how you feel.
He knows, dear. I mean, he's a grown man. He doesn't make it, he makes his own decisions.
Well, something will work out, Maeve. I promise you.
Yes, well, it's very kind of you, dear.
Oh, I wish you'd believe me.
Well, I would certainly like to. I've got to get home now. Would you like to walk with me a bit?
I really would love to, but I'm going to do something right now, and I'm waiting for Roger. But maybe we'll come by later.
All right, dear. All right.
Maeve, please try not to worry.
Yes. Good night.
Good night. Excuse me, could you please page Dr. Patrick Ryan? It's an emergency.
Is it over?
I think so. It's all gone. There's nothing left anymore. Edmund's room, our old room. I don't even know that place anymore. I guess maybe because nobody's lived there yet. You heard me crying?
I wanted to come up. In fact, I started to.
Thanks. I just sat there. But I couldn't get myself to think about Edmund, so I thought about us when we were growing up. How we used to look out that window and Dad would come in and say, "Watch the sunset and close your eyes, and if you can remember the color of the sky, all your dreams are going to come true."
Roger used to think we were so dumb. He could never understand how two girls could believe in such nonsense. The sunsets. One glass of wine?
Sure. Well, we knew better.
Yeah, we did.
Just sat there for the longest time, remembering all of that. And then when I looked up, the sun was going down, so I closed my eyes. I tried to remember the color of the sky. But I didn't know what to wish for. Then I started to cry. And then I started to remember about Edmund. I knew that he was really gone. I knew that I would never see him again. I really knew that. It's all right. I needed to remember. Just so many endings. I finally let go of Edmund, and then I started to think about Seneca, and I started to cry for him or for us. Maybe because I feel like I've lost him too.
You don't have to.
I wonder. I love him. I know we've shared an awful lot, but we keep pulling away from each other. I don't know who he is anymore. He doesn't know who I am. Just start to reach out and it's all lost.
Jill, it's a very difficult time right now. You're working on the board, working with Frank, having to think about having another child. That's very confusing for you. It's confusing for both of you.
Yeah, I just want to get a sense that we can get over all the confusion and we can be with each other again. I don't know. Maybe that's what I should have wished for tonight.
There's always tomorrow night.
And where is my mind going to be tomorrow night at sunset?
It'll be wherever you want it to be.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Pat!
Hello, Dee. Hi, what's up? You had me pay?
Yes,
Why?
because I want to talk to you.
Dee, I'm on duty right now.
I know, but it won't take much of your time. Please, really, it's important.
All right. All right. Tell me something important.
No, I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to ask you. What do you think you're doing?
About what?
Well, if you don't know, I'm really very disappointed in you.
Dee, I've got no time for games.
I'm talking about you and Nancy Feldman. Now, what do you think you're doing? There is poor Dave in that room, and you still haven't come to your senses.
Dee,
And what do you think you're doing to your mother? I mean, she was here a while ago, and she was so upset I wanted to cry.
Dee, please, this is none of your business.
Oh, sure. I'm supposed to just stand by while you're breaking Maeve's heart.
Yes, because her heart's not broken. Sis, what are you so concerned about other people's feelings?
Listen, I'm going to ignore that because I realize you probably have a lot of pressures on you right now.
Thanks.
But it so happens that I'm very close to your family now again. Except for you, and Frank and Mary. But Johnny likes having me around a lot, helping out with the bar. And Maeve and I have spent some very beautiful moments together. And I won't have you hurting them this way.
You want to help?
Yes, I do.
Mind your own business. Now, look, every time I turned around lately, you're there, following me, following Nancy, bothering us. You are the most ubiquitous person I've ever met. It means being everywhere at the same time.
I knew that. You just can't forget the way I used to be.
Oh, I guess not. Well, with all the gossip about me and Nancy, you're interfering with our personal...
I'm not gossiping, and I'm not interfering. I'm trying to help your parents, who are hurting right now, because I love them. I'm trying to help them through a very difficult time, which is more than you're doing. Don't you have any idea how you're upsetting them?
Excuse me.
What, are you afraid because you know I'm right? You know Nancy Feldman's not the person for you.
I'm going to explain something to you just once, which I doubt you'll understand. I love Nancy Feldman.
Sure, like you love me
No,
and Faye.
be quiet. I love Nancy. Now, we understand the problems involved. I may have to give her up someday, but we have been very good for each other, in spite of everything. She has made me happier than I've ever been. Now, the lives involved are ours, not yours, not my parents. We are going to have a future. If we have a future together, we'll find it. And if not, well, we'll discover that too. But nothing, and nobody on the outside is ever going to break us up. Have you got that?
We'll see about that, Patty.
Mayor. Yeah, it's me. How you doing? I'm okay, I guess. Fine, it's terrific. How's, is Jack there? Oh. Right. Somebody's playing the radio, I don't know. No, there isn't any message. I, just wanted to call to say hello. Sure. Oh, so long. Listening to that.
Yes, and so was the whole neighborhood down. I could hear it blasting away down, all the way downstairs.
Yeah, but it's...
Please, Siobhan, I have to have a few quiet moments. Ugh.
What's the matter?
Oh, I just was over at the hospital visiting Dave Feldman, a poor man, lying there, so helpless, barely able to talk. And even when he does, I guess I'm just feeling a little responsible. If only we could have helped him, gotten Patrick to listen.
Oh, no, Ma, don't do that. I mean, I feel badly for Mr. Feldman, too, but there's nothing you can do. Patrick explained that if that stroke was going to come on, there's nothing anyone could do to prevent it. There's no use feeling guilty about it. It happened. I mean, you can't spend your life wishing you hadn't gotten angry or said something or fallen in love. Some things you just can't do anything about.
I know, dear, everything you're saying is true, but you, above all people, should know that sometimes we just cannot control the way we feel.
What do you mean?
Siobhan, I don't want to argue with you tonight, please. Would you not pace around, dear? You're making me very nervous.
Sorry. Would you like to be alone?
No. Do you want to play the radio again?
No. Section's probably over anyway.
What section is that?
First act love duet between Alfredo and Violetta, La Traviata.
Didn't know you knew so much about the opera. When did all that happen?
I've always liked music.
Oh, yes. I recall you used to like the Beatles and rock and roll. Oh, and some of those terrible songs your father taught you while you were growing up.
Yeah. All aboard for Blanket Bay. Acky wacky, wicky wacky.
Please spare me.
I guess I just wanted to broaden my horizons, that's all.
Why don't you go out tonight? I mean, you shouldn't be cooped up in this house so much. It's not good for you. I mean, go to a movie. You know, one of those movies, those old movies that you like.
There's nothing around. Besides, I don't really feel like going out by myself.
Well, go with someone else.
Whom?
No, you have so many friends. Well, surely somebody would want to go with you.
Yeah. I don't really feel like going out tonight anyway. I'm sorry.
Something's troubling you, isn't it?
No.
You can tell me, you know.
I guess I'm just not very happy with the way my life is right now.
Oh, darling. I'm certain that good things are on the way for you soon.
I'm not certain. Not at all.
Remember when you were little, you used to have me list all the things you could look forward to? I remember I used to tell you that there were birthdays and Christmas Eves and...
Yeah. And I always wanted you to break it down and get more specific.
Yes, I had trouble doing that.
Oh, I don't know. You managed pretty well.
I used to tell you that there was school and learning and books. I think I lost my credibility a bit there.
No.
And, yes, all the friends that you hadn't met yet and First Communion and parties and dances. And a fine man that you'd love, and who'd love you.
Yeah.
Oh, darling, there's so many good things out there for you. Hey, I know that you'll know them. I promise. Soon.
Dr. Roger Coleridge is?
I'm afraid I don't.
Oh.
I'm his wife. Yes, I know.
You sure you don't know where he is?
Sorry. I'll give him a message for you if you like.
No, thanks. I'll wait.
Neurology? Yes. Well, I'll be right there.
So I wouldn't be interrupted.
Is that a resident information form?
I guess so. I don't know what they're called.
Where did you get them?
Over there. I'm just borrowing them for a little while.
Delia?
What?
You can't go through those. They're confidential.
No, they're not. They're for you, see?
I assume this is all part of your endless quest to find a Pat Ryan substitute for Nancy.
That's right.
Well, I'd hoped you'd given up now after your last fiasco.
Roger, I can't give up. Listen, Maeve was in here earlier. And we had the most beautiful conversation. Well, I can't say it was beautiful because she was so upset, but we are really close now. I mean, I know she felt it too, and not like it used to be when she used to be nice to me because she felt sorry for me. This is different. We're friends now, so I have to help her. I have to find another man for Nancy, and I know just what I'm looking for, too.
Yeah, just like the last time when you found Bernie Marks.
Well, how was I supposed to know that he was her cousin? Besides, I wasn't wrong. They liked each other.
That's a very weak argument, Dee.
Well, so I made a little mistake. But this time I really know what I'm looking for because I overheard this afternoon Mrs. Feldman and Nancy talking about the kind of man she should marry. He has to be Jewish and kind and intelligent and a doctor he should be and handsome and musical and athletic.
Is that all?
Well, that's all I heard. And I'm gonna find him.
I'm not sure you will. You know, I'm even beginning to feel a little sorry for Pat Ryan.
Why? Look how fast he got over for me. Wait a minute, look at this guy. Roger, you're not gonna believe this.
What?
His name is Adam Cohen. He must be Jewish.
Are you sure it doesn't say Cohen? Please let it say Cohen.
No, Cohen. God, he is cute. See, don't you think?
Yeah, he's adorable. Now, give me the papers back, please.
On one condition.
The papers.
All right. But I just need to know a little bit more about him personally. Couldn't I make a copy of that?
No deal.
Well, how am I supposed to find out if he plays squash?
You're on your own, kid.
Roger, don't you want to help me?
No.
All right, don't. I know his name, and I know he works in neurology, and I'll figure out a way to find out the rest.
What if the perfect guy for you is in LA, or DC, or New York City? Get ready to take a Holidate. A new original reality series premieres this Wednesday at 10 on SoapNet.